What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld. Today we're going to be talking about the limited. Now, with the whole new program that EA Sports has put into place, many of you guys have had some issues with it for the fact that you can't put them in the power-ups if they're the limited, and oh bro, but you can put the other guys in the power-ups. Like, it doesn't really matter what they do. It's going to be someone that's going to find the issue, but I understand exactly what your point is about that. For many of you guys that are asking, why wouldn't you just be able to put it into a power-up if the player is a power-up? That, like I said, when it makes sense, it makes sense. But at the same time, what they're doing is they're trying to give the best player, fantasy football-wise or whatever, the best card possible. So this is what we're going to talk about. You know what I'm saying? Like, this Mark Ingram card, let's take a look at some of the stats that he has. He has an 86 speed. Now, remember, you only can do stuff by adding the generic thing like the team or brawler to add the additional speed. So many of you guys were telling me you already have a Raven squad, so he's going to be probably like Savage on that squad. But let's go ahead and listen to some of his numbers. Okay, he's 5'9", he has an 86 speed, 89 acceleration, 85 agility, kind of low for me, 90 carrying, okay, 67 catching, a 76 elusive. Okay, but he has a 91 trucking and a 90 break tackle. Now, let me try to assess that whole situation for a lot of you guys that are having difficulty understanding exactly what all that stuff means. Pretty much with the way the attributes work in this game, you're going to have to get players, the higher the break tackle, the more fluke that's going to happen. All right, so pretty much what's going on is this. He's like a power back. He's like a Leonard Fournette, one of your gauntlet players, whatever. He's probably going to have a mean stiff arm if you put those right things on him. Because over the last couple games that I've played, dudes have been stiff arming me into another dimension. So it's not like he doesn't have value. Get a gold player that gave me an 84 Bruce Matthews. Wow, that's crazy. That's like one of the highest things I've gotten. He's about to get rage sold effective immediately, but that's not what this is about. We're talking about the whole situation in regards to Mark Ingram right here. So look. Speaking of that, right, when you look at the running back position, many of you guys also made the point, Gmia, it's way over, it's so filled with running backs. You know what I'm saying? Like, give us another position, give us something else. All right, this is the situation, right? Mark Ingram had 3 touchdowns, he balled out. I understand the point of view that they lost to the Chiefs, but EA Sports made it very, very clear that it wouldn't be a requirement to have to win. So that kind of argument is not going to really help at this point. Primarily speaking, Raven fans are going to be happy about it, and that's pretty much, the majority of the people that are going to probably get the card. Other than that, there are so many other power backs that are available in the game. Okay, I personally, like I tell you guys every single time, I love the evasive. I like being able to spin and stuff like that from the older Maddens. I want to also point out that these guys, these power backs, get similar X factors and abilities as the Bo Jackson, just to kind of make it easy for you guys to understand what's going on. So, like how when Bo Jackson goes for that crazy truck and it sounds like lightning is striking the ground? Those type of things Mark Ingram will be also able to get. You know what I'm saying? So, if that's the scheme that you have, it's fine. The issue is, right, when you look at Bo Jackson, even when he's chemmed up, like to the 89, I believe I have him to, he still has a decent spin move. See, that's what's interesting about it. A lot of these other backs don't have that. Like, Bo can actually spin you. What is the spin move? Where are you at? 86. No, that's the full one. The 82. He actually spins with that. So, and I don't even have anything else on him. I don't have zone run. I don't have nothing on him. And I use passing instead of rushing. Wish I should probably switch back now. Now that I think about it. Do I need that additional throw power on Mike Vick? Or no? I don't know. Mike Vick he's fine at 92, I believe. Because if we go back to the run game with John Madden coach and put it on 2 and 2s with the run game, we probably will get a lot more out of Bo. And with the pass game, because we know exactly what's going on with it at this point, I experimented with it and I tried it. It was a nightmare, bro. Dudes are just outright not catching the ball, or dudes are coming out running cover 3 and locking up the entire field. So this is my suggestions to many of you guys that have a lot of issues before everything else is released, right? I understand that some of you want to wait until, Monday Night Football. Like, some of you guys made great points. Khalil Mack was a dog. Like, he was all over Case Keenum the entire night. Why wouldn't he get the limited? Keenan Allen had a good game. There were several other players that really played well and had, very, very good numbers. And I think for the most part, you guys are just very, very annoyed with the running back position. I think, people just want something different. And because the game is so run-based, I think that's why a lot of the anger is coming out of you guys. But at the end of the day, this is what's going to happen. If you decide to pull a pack, he's still a limited, right? So you're gonna still be able to get the fruits and benefits. Like he's not gonna sell for that much. Like when you're talking like, you know, the higher tier limiteds, like the 1 point something mils, he's gonna start off like that. But in honesty, I don't know if he will remain like that, because he's not gonna be a highly sought after card. So what I'm gonna suggest to everyone that has a major issue with that is to probably, you know, wait to see the other players that come out and go from there, because honestly, there's really no reason to do anything else. If you really have, you know, an issue with the fact that these limiteds are being put out the way they're being put out, bruh, you don't got to do nothing. All you got to do is not buy packs, you know what I'm saying, and just don't engage. Make sure that you just play the solos. That's going to give you your Team of the Year token, and then just go from there. I want to see what's going on right here while we talk. Oh, the Ravens pass the ball 2 or fewer times, score 1 or more rushing touchdowns. So we just gotta rush 15 or more times and win the game. So that's good. That's actually perfect. So for those of you guys that have the Raven theme teams, all right, obviously it's someone that you can, you know, you're gonna add that +2 speed. Plus, if you got Brawler, so you can get him to 90 speed. 90 speed with trucking is huge. But again, the free Leonard Fournette, that dude is a boss. I don't even know what the dude had on him that I played against him with. This dude was running and just I think they did something to make the stiff arm more successful, because every time the guy stiff on me, it was successful. I had to have 2 or 3 players around him to be able to, you know, to win the game. So I just want to make sure that I point that out. It was a wild situation. All right. I don't know exactly, you know, what's going to be happening going forward as far as these, you know, the Team of the Week cards or whatever. But I will tell you this, though. He did, you know, I think he deserves it. Regardless, you know, they lost the game, but you are playing against, you know, Patty Mahomes, bro. That dude's gonna go out there and do whatever he wants. Lamar Jackson, for the most part, like I said, I put it in the podcast. Like if you guys watch my podcast on YouTube, Lamar Jackson had some bad throws, different things were going on in the game, whatever, but I still think that he's a lot better than he was last year. So I'm not really, you know, worried about it too much going forward. Ideally, what I would like to see is, you know, EA Sports start giving love to like the running back position is just filled, and that's the issue that a lot of you have. If they start giving it to other positions, like even I don't even want to say wide receiver. I'm really looking to get like a decent, you know, lineman, like a fast lineman, but I don't want to replace Aaron Donald. You know what I'm saying? Like you just want something different. Like it doesn't even make any sense. You just don't want a running back, because many of you guys don't even know what you really want. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, yo, I just don't want this. You know, pretty much is what's going on with it. But in all actuality, if you guys are able to, you know, understand exactly what's going to be happening with that 91 limited, you may be able to snipe a lot of training points. You know what I'm saying? Because that limited, that's the one good thing about limiteds, right? When the limited is something that nobody wants, everybody starts going wild, and then people start putting cards up for cheaper amounts because it's related to the same overall. So there are many other ways for you to still make out with it. With things like that, you see that spin move? You see those type of spin moves, it's like when you get into the open field and you have to truck instead of spin move, it becomes very, very difficult. That's why I got away from the power back with Bo Jackson. Bo Jackson wasn't really doing anything for me. He was typically, okay, they really patched the game so that your linemen just block you from running. Like, I was talking to you guys about it before in a previous stream. It's so ridiculous. Like, these dudes just stand there and they just won't move out of your way. It's really, really wild. But again, with the way everything is set up, guys, I really do believe that, you know, 3 touchdowns, I don't think there was another running back that did that. So when you look at it, it's definitely a standout, you know, as far as the card goes. But if you guys are not into power backs, it's not a big deal, okay? I will continue to tell you guys, once they release Barry Sanders, it's going to be a major issue in this game, because the spin move that I just showed you, that's good for like spinning out like 5 people. You know, all the stuff that you guys used to complain about in the previous games, like that's good for like at least 5 though. Like if dudes are in your way, they're not going to be in your way anymore. As opposed to the truck, you got to really connect with it, and you know, maybe like 1 or 2 people. Sometimes they'll cheat. Like Bo Jackson will truck like 4 dudes at once, but it's not something that is regular in the game. Like you're not always going to be able to do that. So that's why I urge you guys to understand, you know, with the way that everything is set up. Why didn't they take this guy out of the game? The dude is straight red. He's straight red, but they're gonna leave him in the game so he can fumble. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what is that? Why is that even a situation? And then look, this is what I'm talking about with like Bo Jackson. Watch this. You see like how he has a little bit of spin? When you guys get those other players that are just straight like power backs, they have none of that spin. They don't meet under the threshold. Like, Bo has elusiveness, he has a lot of different things that makes him move differently. So he's a guy that you can actually get away with doing a lot of other things with. I think a lot of you guys were complaining about the elusiveness of Mark Ingram, or just the card just didn't have enough things there to make him a 91. I think was a lot of the the displeasure with it. Like, why is EA slapping 91 on cards and dudes have like one trait that's 91? And that's pretty much what it is. But like for me, I still believe right now, like since I pulled the Gale Sayers, I've realized that he right now is obviously the best running back in the game currently. But Marcus Allen is not that far behind. What didn't I do? What didn't I do? What, bro? Why did I only get 4 stars? Was I supposed to do something? Hold on, let me see something. Pass the ball 2 or fewer times. Oh, I was supposed to score a rushing touchdown. Oh my, bruh. And none of you guys told me that? Bro, none of you guys could have told me like, yo, bro, you got to rush for a touchdown? All right, so I'm going to have to, all right, let me do like 10. I'm about to do like 10. I can't believe I didn't do that. I thought all I had to do was the 15 rushes. I completely forgot that. All right, let me just go through here. We're going to speed it up and get through it real quick. That was crazy. Don't worry about that thing that shows that goals missed. It's like a bug in the game. Some of you guys were asking about why is it, why you get the wrong information. But it's because you just replayed the solo and it's still currently feeding off of the last whatever. Like, so don't worry about those screens. I know some of you guys were asking about that. That doesn't mean that you actually failed the solo. All right, so I think, what is that, 3? So that means that we have to actually go out there and play defense or get lucky and make sure that we score on the 15th thing. Yeah, I don't want to take that chance. Let me get us up to like 10. I'm gonna go up here. Now, as a matter of fact, let me just go and score this touchdown because it don't make no sense to play around with EA. But again, with things like that, that's what you're gonna have to worry about the most. You're not burning anybody with an 86 speed. If you guys have the brawler and all that other stuff on there, you're gonna be fine. But typically speaking, you're not burning anybody with an 86 speed. As a matter of fact, dudes are running you down like you got a big tube steak in your butt cheeks, and they're gonna just rip it out. So just make sure you guys understand that when you evaluate what they're putting out for Team of the Week and all that good stuff, I understand a lot of the stuff that you guys rage about, but at the end of the day, you're gonna have to figure out ways to, make your team better by not really going too crazy about it. But they still are doing, when it comes to what they said they were gonna do, as far as the fantasy football, whatever, despite the fact that we don't want the player, I believe that they're still doing what they said they were going to do. Now for me, hold on, who are we gonna put out here? I wanted to, yo bro, hold on, wait a minute. I don't have Pete Willis out there. Yeah, this might be an issue. Okay, why didn't this guy move? Okay, but we got Devin White. This dude got an 88 speed. He gonna run the ball, bro. Yeah, it's the Ravens. Okay, the computer's about to cheat me now. Because Mark Ingram, that dude is running mad fast for no reason. You saw, yo, this game, bro, like, it doesn't even matter what's going on. That dude's like an 82 speed right now. That's an 82 speed running back. Bro, the dude's running past everyone like it's all good. Yo, I hit-stick the wrong person. I hit-stick the running back by mistake. We just got to get the ball back and then we'll run through it and, pretty much get it through. But let me know in the comments, who would you rather have? All right, if you stayed this late into the video, like I always give you guys stuff that goes on. If you stay late to the video, who would you rather have as your Team of the Week player? Because many of us have cards that we just want upgrades to. What is your card that you have? And what do you want? You know what I'm saying? Like, let us know that. All right, bro. Oh, okay. So he missed the press. He missed the press, but Tillman's there. Okay, Tillman. Good drop pick though. Good drop pick. The guy's a star, man. Dudes really just drop picks like it's nothing, man. All right, whatever. It doesn't matter. Honestly speaking, I would like an Aaron Donald upgrade because that dude is probably one of the most well-rounded linemen. Like, that's what I would want. But I'm biased because I just want my team to get better. We're obviously not going to get a legend upgrade with LT anytime soon. Possibly, maybe, Harvest. They'll probably do that because they released everything else so early. That could be a possibility. But I really honestly don't see them doing a lot of things with that. As far as that goes, Von Miller. Can Von Miller... See, that's another thing. What happens if Von Miller balls out? What do we do? Because he has a power-up, but if he's limited, we don't get the power-up. So that right there, see, now I'm starting to see, bro, yeah, that probably going to be wild. Like, if that happened, real talk, I'm going to rage. If Von Miller got limited and I can't put it in the power-up, I'm going to rage uncontrollably. So I can see where you guys are coming from with this. This probably, yeah. All right, bro, they might stop me right here, though. That's what's weird about this. Bro, get up there. Yeah, they stopped him. Oh, my God, man. Oh, he made it. I didn't see where was the marker at? I thought I didn't get it. What was that? That was weird. I really didn't see the marker, bro. Like I was like, yo, I didn't get this. And then they was like, yeah, you got it though. All right, whatever. I think they just cheated the CPU for me. And by the way, guys, when it comes to the whole elusiveness thing, you see the way I'm able to like wiggle through the traffic? Some of you guys were asking me to point out, like, what is the point of the elusiveness? It's about the right to left stick motion. All right, so if you can move like that, and like I said, that's why Bo Jackson is so good, even at an 89, because he has decent elusiveness. He ain't gonna truck a dead ant, but without abilities, but he can still do a lot of things for you to make your team a lot better. All right, so as far, like, again, man, I'm just trying to make you guys feel better about the whole situation. If you guys pull Ingram and it's early, just sell him. If you're not a Ravens fan or you don't want him, just sell him. Get your coins up. Similar to what I told you to do with, like, okay, this guy, okay, they're trying to really, they don't want me to get the 15 rushes, it looks like. They absolutely don't want me to get the 15 rushes, like low key. All right, go this way. Did they motion everybody else over there? Yeah, EA Sports patch that whole situation of trying to hike the ball whenever you want. Bro, what? Just run up. Yeah, good. You know what I'm saying? Like, my linemen are just made of like solid cement, bro. You just can't move past them all of a sudden. Doesn't make any sense. All right, one more rush and then we get the 5 stars. And then, that's pretty much it for us right now. But I have a lot more, insight that I'm going to be coming through and bringing to you guys very, very soon. But that was just something that, it filled up. Facebook, it filled up Twitch. I mean, not Twitch, Twitter. You guys are really, really upset for the most part, unless you're a Ravens fan, about that whole situation. So like I said, go out there, check it out. Let me know what you think about it. Get at me. Our word for today is limited, LTD, if you stayed long enough for the video. I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. You enjoy your day. Be safe. One love, y'all.